All right, what is going on, Banter fam? Welcome into the Monday edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle, and today we are going to be diving into a massive announcement that was made by one of the top, if not the top, gaming studio and gaming platform across all of crypto gaming at this moment, which is Gala. They already have about 10 flagship titles launching on their platform, and today they announced at the GalaVerse event that they will be launching Grit, which is a Western set battle royale game, which is the last man standing, which is actually looking a lot like the PUBG of the blockchain potentially, but set in the Western setting. We'll go over this partnership to launch this game in correlation and on the Epic Games Store. If you don't know, Epic Games famously launched Fortnite. So we'll dive into that in this edition. So without further ado, let's get in the game.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you ain't here to hustle, why is you here? But if you here to hustle, the moon is near. It's crypto Banter, not financial advice. If you don't listen, what's the cost, what's the price? This ain't a game, put you on game. I know you don't play, but ain't a percent. If you ain't here to hustle, why is you here? But if you here to hustle, the moon is near. It's crypto Banter, not financial advice. If you don't listen, what's the cost, what's the price? This ain't a game, put you on game. I know you don't play, but ain't a play. If you get lost, show you the way.
All right, and let's dive right into it. And be sure to remember to smash the like button if you are bullish on crypto gaming, just like I am, and subscribe to the channel for live shows every single day. And remember that the show is sponsored by Seedify, the top gaming launchpad across all of the blockchain, as well as Unix, one of the leading gaming ecosystems in crypto gaming. And as we know, the GalaVerse event is going down. Their Europe event for the Into the GalaVerse event is going on right now in Malta. And right now we are looking at a lot of major announcements that they are bringing to the table already. Gala always does it big. They have these major stage preparations. They had like a bar fight scene for like the Grit, and it was like live action. They do it really big. They hold these massive events, and they always hold it down also with the announcements that they come to the table with. And today, as we see Bryson, who's out at the event, NFT gaming platform GoGalaGames announces a partnership with Epic Games to launch battle royale game Grit on the Epic Games Store. And as mentioned, they famously launched Fortnite on the Epic Games Store. I think last year they brought in $900 million in revenue from players. And it was like $300 million in revenue, but $900 million in player purchases. And as we all know, the NFT space and blockchain gaming space is completely baked off of consumer purchases. You have to buy into these games or you get these NFTs, and there are resale of the items that you own. And player ownership is the future of this industry, as we'll go through the numbers in just a second. But launching this game on the Epic Games Store is going to potentially put them in front of 35 million users at one time, with an average concurrent on their platform of 13 million users. So there is an average of logged in users every single day of 13 million users on the Epic Games platform. So we're looking at a major potential adoption here of crypto gaming and NFT gaming. And once again, it's Gala leading the way with these partnerships. And it's very impressive what they are doing. So let's talk about Grit. We've talked about it when they announced this a couple of months ago, but it's been pretty quiet on the developments. The Twitter account hadn't even tweeted in 3.5 months, I believe, until today. So Grit has been really building in the background. And as we see here, epic battles with the meanest cowboys and gunfighters around. Play with your friends or hop in as a lone ranger. It's free to play and it's NFT based. And this is structured just like the best battle royales in the entire space. Free to play. Based on your success, you unlock more earning potential with a generative hero. So an optional purchase. If you want to up your potential in the game, your earning potential specifically, then you just buy a hero, or you just earn through the battle pass. And the battle pass, just like every one of these major games, is Valorant, Warzone, Fortnite. They all have these massive microtransaction markets where players are spending upwards of 35, or I think it was 50 billion last year on in-game purchases across this whole ecosystem of Web 2 games and microtransactions. So we're looking at a major adoption curve here going on the Epic Games Store. And then we have On-Chain Gaming also out at the event, and he was able to alpha test the game. And I don't know about you guys, but when you're looking at this game, it looks a lot to me like PUBG. And they are stating it to be the player unknown's battleground of the blockchain. As you see, you're flying in on a blimp. It's a battle royale. And this is exactly the games that the blockchain's missing right now. Shooters, battle royales with these type of graphics. So you'll see here, as mentioned, and I'll compare this to PUBG. This literally looks identical to PlayerUnknown's Battleground, which was one of the biggest and really set the trend for battle royales. You know, Fortnite came after PUBG, and PUBG really set the standard at first with their game on the battle royale genre. If you don't know, battle royales are last man standing game modes. And when you look at the way that you run around, the way that you loot, I'll fast forward a bit. It's literally the PUBG of the blockchain. And I absolutely love that. This is something I could definitely get into personally with my friends. I can get my friends online and we could squad up in an NFT first-person shooter. You know, like I would love to be able to call some buddies and be able to hop in here, my Call of Duty friends, and say, hey, I have this PUBG style game. We can actually earn some NFTs. So this is pre-alpha. You know, they're just testing this. They're just testing this at the GalaVerse. And here we go again. And I have to address this every time. Guys, you all say these games look like crap. Well, I'll show you what PUBG looks like if you think that these games look like crap. And PUBG has made tons of money on microtransactions. Microtransactions fuel all these games. This is alpha gameplay. This is not the final product, but we have to slow our expectations here in the space. What did I just say too? PUBG set the standard for battle royales. And then Fortnite came out. And then Warzone came out. All these different battle royales, Apex Legends, they came out after these games. So these development curves are potentially on the same exact path. And I really think that this game looks awesome for what the state of blockchain gaming is today. We're looking at a massive step up in quality here if we do potentially get this game, which is literally PUBG on the blockchain. And I'll show you. PUBG has 36 million followers on Twitch. It had a major run years ago. This was when it was the most popular, but they have 36 million followers just on Twitch alone. I'll just hop in on a Twitch channel here, and he changed games. So we'll go back, refresh the page, and we'll open someone's PUBG stream. And as you see here, it looks exactly like the same game that we were just watching, but this was an NFT gaming version. As he was at the menu, we're having to try our third Twitch stream here. Here we go. And he changed games too. We are really getting, no, he didn't. He's just in first person mode. It's the same game. So as we see, he's just playing first person. And it literally looks like the third person version of PUBG. So this is exactly what we are missing, guys. So this type of gameplay, this type of genre, a first person or third person, this looks absolutely brilliant. And it's a major step up, as mentioned, from this current game state that we have in crypto gaming. So as you see, the loot system's basically exactly the same, the way you pick stuff up right off the ground. So a lot of comparisons here between a very successful game in the Web 2 space. And then we see here the Epic Games numbers. So the Epic Games Store generated $840 million in consumer spending in 2021. Third-party game sales amassed $300 million and accounted for 36% of the digital storefront's revenue. And as mentioned before, we saw an increase of 34 million PC users in 2021. It now has a total of 194 million users on their platform, as well as activity. They peaked at 31 million active daily users with an average concurrent of 13.2 million. So the eyes that could potentially come in from this partnership, Epic Games, Gala, and Grit, this could 100% bring a lot more adoption than any game has to this current state, because all of these game stores, Steam, decline blockchain games. None of these big studio AAA games are their stores, other than potentially Ubisoft at this point, has come out and said, we're going to throw an NFT game on our platform. So Epic Games is buying in. Epic Games also is associated with other projects such as Decimated, which really looks similar to like a faster paced Mass Effect, in my opinion. So these games that Epic Games is choosing to partner with are looking absolutely brilliant. And on top of all of this, so the gaming stuff from the GalaVerse has been amazing. We know that they have the Gala music platform, and they just announced the Gala film platform, which is going to be the full circle entertainment platform on the blockchain. So obviously they are gaming heavy, but they have it now expanded with the music, and they are going to be launching Gala Film. The ownership and rewards of Web3 entertainment come home to revolutionize film. So this is going to be very interesting as they want to brand themselves as the entertainment hub of Web3. So this is going to be very, very interesting. Didn't Epic Games said they didn't want NFTs? You know, I think at one point they did say that. You might be correct. I think that they did say that at one point. But this clearly shows either they were just holding their cards close to the vest, or they have changed their mind over time because they see the potential of this industry and the revenue that they're missing out sometimes from the resale of accounts, from the resale of games on their platform. So it's very, I would say, eye-opening whenever they saw what the industry could turn into and what the power of player ownership could do for player spending. Players will spend more money. Even like right now, they're spending so much money on in-game purchases. Players will spend as much or more for the sake of owning the asset, getting something that they choose from the store that they can actually resell. So I absolutely love that. And then we take a look. We're going to talk just a little bit. I am not going to unload and buy, any gaming coins right now, just for the state of where the market is. I know we had a little bit of a relief bounce today. I would wish for more confirmation. I would be willing to wait for a little more confirmation of where we're going to be able to then say, I'm going to go ahead and re-enter and enter in on some of my gaming watch list. But when you look at Gala, for example, we're looking at, I believe, a 9 to 10x off of all-time highs. We are looking at 7 cents right now with an all-time high of 71 cents. So we are a clean 10x away from all-time high from Gala. And here's the thing. Has anything changed from Gala from the end of the bull market to now? If anything, Gala has only come out with bullish updates, as we've seen over time with the music, with the film, with these new game announcements, with these partnerships. So I think it's a brilliant time to, once again, I'll emphasize this, start putting together your gaming watch list, guys. So we're going to go over from my normal watch list. We'll go to the Bear Gaming watch list. So these are some of the projects that have taken such a tumble from their all-time highs. We talked about Polygon on the Friday show, for example. And I believe they're 4x, even the number 17 coin is 4x from all-time highs with all the gaming development. Avalanche with all their gaming development, I believe they're 4x or so off of all-time highs. Even ApeCoin could definitely have a major run-up if we were to go into another metaverse NFT gaming bull run. And then I would just say, fill out your watch lists with these projects like Gala, Ultra, Vulcan Forge, Veracity, Phantasma, all these low caps as well. I mean, a lot of these have taken a really big tumble. We have Mobland, which is sitting, I believe, under $1 million market cap. I know the fully diluted is more. So I was looking at the trading volume. That is my bad. But we're looking at a 200 million fully diluted. It was over $1 billion at its start. So we're taking a massive, massive tumble on a lot of these games. We have, I believe, Illuvium. Illuvium is about 8x off of all-time highs, 6x off of all-time highs as well. So guys, when you're looking at your watch list, look for these platforms that are doing major things in the space that have not slowed down. If anything, you want to find the platforms that have accelerated during the bear market, like an Illuvium, for example, who just raised 72 million in a very successful NFT sale. So guys, there's a lot to potentially be bullish about on the gaming industry. And this is the time to be putting those watch lists together, as you see with my Bear Gaming watch list. Definitely have your eyes on your top protocols. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for today. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more. I'll be back tomorrow. Play well, my friends.
What?